The former president, Donald Trump, and a current candidate to return as leader of the free world, so this is very newsworthy and noteworthy this morning, is calling to terminate the Constitution. Seriously, the centerpiece of American democracy, in order to overturn the...
What's the matter with you?
...be reinstated to power. The job, of course, hinges upon upholding the Constitution, something he swore on when he became president, and something he touted throughout his 4-year term. Let's remind you of that.
We're supposed to protect our country, support our Constitution, and protect our Constitution. In this great chamber, we preserve our glorious inheritance, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. As president, I have no higher duty than to defend the laws and the Constitution of the United States. If you believe in justice, if you believe in freedom, if you believe in peace, then you must cherish the principles of our founding and the text of our Constitution. We will support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. We believe in the American Constitution, and we believe in the rule of law. I stand before you today on the heels of a tremendous victory for our nation, our people, and our beloved Constitution.
Beloved Constitution. House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy could be the next speaker. Hasn't said anything about Trump's calls to terminate the Constitution. At least he hasn't said anything yet. But he has said that on the first day of the Republican-led Congress next year, they will read every single word of the Constitution.
And this dude, Don Dada, he's been right before. Now, there's these controversial statements out there where people are saying he wants to suspend the Constitution. That's not exactly what he said. Of course, as usual, the quotes are all over the place, being misconstrued a little bit. He clears that up, so I'm going to tell you what he said, my take on it, and then my conclusion. But first, I want to give him credit. The dude's been right before.
Before I took office, there were a lot of folks out there making some pretty bold predictions about how things would turn out. You might remember some of the predictions.
They're coming for your guns, they're coming for your jobs, and they're coming for your freedom. They hate American energy, and Joe Biden will shut it all down. He's going to.
That if I became president,
Biden's elected, he will wipe out your energy industry.
Another prediction, that is my favorite one, I must add, is that if I got elected...
Gas prices going $5, $6, $7 for a gallon. Flood your communities with criminal aliens, drugs, and crime while they live behind beautiful gated compounds.
Yeah, Trump's got a lot of stuff right. And here he is again. Here's the exact quote. That was what he said in the past. Here's the quote that's in the headlines right now. He says, a massive beep. I'm not going to do a post edit, so I'll just beep that out. Of this type and magnitude allows for termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. So I don't blame you if you think that he's saying suspend the Constitution. I mean, I think you can interpret it that way. But I would first want to say that he's based. He's right again. Where's the lie? I'm looking, no lies detected. The reason why he has a point is because, I'll show you here, Ben Berquam caught Adam Schiff up in these streets. And the stuff that he's talking about, he did a great job trying to, actually ask him questions, a little trolling here. But this is serious. We know too much now, and nothing is happening. So I'm going to tell you why that's a breach of contract.
You lied about Russia. You lied about Ukraine. Excuse me. Sorry about that. What are you going to do when the deep state can't protect you anymore?
Have a nice day.
When you're brought up for treason, what is your response going to be then? You're going to hear these words later, but you might as well hear them now. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, you will be provided with one. Do you understand these rights as I've cited them to you?
Okay, he's trying to order a vegan sandwich or something, but the point is that's not happening. We know too much, and I would consider that a breach of contract. That's not Don Dada didn't do that. That's not his fault. He's based. We have abundance of evidence that the First Amendment, just start there. Don't even worry about the second. And there's others, but that it's been violated. And we know that just with the most recent stuff, we know that there was weekly meetings with the FBI and Twitter to censor free speech. That alone, much less the illegal spying and the lying and all of the rest. So if you do that, Trump didn't violate the agreement. I didn't violate the agreement. Then it's not my fault. If you want it, all the Constitution is an agreement between the states. So if we have an agreement and you violate the agreement, then you might as well go tear it up. It's not my fault. My biggest problem with his comments are probably that there's nothing to suspend. It's over. It's done. It's just a piece of paper that doesn't mean anything anymore. Poof, bye-bye, it's gone. Let me go to Trump real quick here. He was on Truth. He did his response. I'm going to end with this here. He said the fake news is actually trying to convince the American people that I said I wanted to terminate the Constitution. This is simply more disinformation and lies, just like Russia, and all of their other hoax and scams. What I said was, when there's all these problems, as has been irrefutably proven in the past, steps must be immediately taken to right the wrong. And then he says, only fools would disagree with that and accept this poor situation that we're in. And my response to that is, Dandada, permission to speak freely. I need you to take your fat McDonald's eating ass off of Truth Social, just for a second. Elon Musk has let you back on Twitter, and I don't know if it's because you're hard-headed or you're too cheap. You don't want to spend the money, allegedly, if there's some type of buyout agreement that needs to be done with Truth. I'm not telling you to throw Truth away. Truth is still valuable, but we need you back on the battlefield. The character limit on Twitter helps you. It helps you be more concise and more hard-hitting in less characters. We need you to get back on. We need you to get amped up by left-wingers who are out here acting crazy, like crazy nut jobs, because that motivates a person. I don't go on Truth that much because you don't get the same thing. They don't motivate you enough to be on your top of your game. You can't fake that. Then you can use it to drive traffic to right back to Truth Social through videos or some special announcements or follow-ups or something like that. Right now, you're in outer space. You're all by yourself. You're yelling to no one, and no one is listening. Thanks for checking out this video. You know, when I started out the channel, the merch fit where I was. It was kind of like, oh, happy-go-lucky. I didn't take the full red pill yet, didn't know what I was getting into, and I still like it. I got just the heart with the American flag, and it was a little rustic because that's how I was feeling, a little rustic. And now I'm feeling a little bit different. Now I'm more into the blackout. Believe it or not, I'm more into the blackout. So I have a blackout heart gear now. Let me know what you think. If you do want 10% off, there is a code, early bird, right here. Put that in, get 10% off. And I like the sweaters, but I've got it in shirts, and that's a new design. I think it fits where I am right now. I still got both. Might get, I already have a light blue one on order. I kind of like the brown one, and I might mess with the pink one or a purple one just to kind of fits the little heart type of style. But that's the one I ordered. Let me know what you think about that merch. Is it a yay or a nay? And the good thing about Teespring is that you can just design it and they make it, you don't have to stockpile inventory or anything. So you can just throw all the designs to the wall and see which ones stick. Thanks a lot, as always, for your support and making it through a full video. Take care.